Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. For those who are new, my name is Fazan. I am a second year medical student studying at Anglo Ruskin University. And so this is just an interview series where I'll walk through an interview question, a medicine interview question, to give you an idea of the kind of things that you can say. Just as a disclaimer, you shouldn't be copying exactly what's written here. These are just to give you an idea of what to expect. And these are the answers that I think are appropriate. There are obviously a lot more answers that you can give as well. So the question is on the screen. I'm going to give you a minute. Just make sure that you have a read of it and pause the video. And make sure that you pause the video and just have a think about the question and how to answer it. Okay, and whilst you're doing that, subscribe. Okay, so like I said, as usual, the most important thing is to start from the most important to the least important points. Make sure you're not talking too quick or too slow, and remember that the interviewer will probably ask a follow-up question, so just be confident when you're speaking and don't worry about not that answering your question too quickly. You'll never have time to spare, or you shouldn't do. So the first point that I have is that nurses are very important in the NHS and it's a very good profession. I think you have to definitely explain that and explain what a nurse's role entails and talk about how they actually have more patient contact than doctors. And I think then it's important to highlight the differences between the two degrees of nursing and medicine. The first is that doctors have the ultimate responsibility for a patient. In my answer here, I'm talking about how it's a challenge and how being a doctor isn't easy. The reason why is because I can link that to experiences that I've had in the past where I've witnessed the challenges that doctors have faced, and I think it's important for you to do that, to try and think of a point for this question where you have a personalized response to it. So you have sort of a work experience or an experience that you've had in the past that links to the point, that helps to personalize your answer to this question and make you stand out and be a bit unique and a bit different. And then I went on to talk about how I would enjoy this challenge, and because of the fact that I want to do this type of challenge, that's the reason why I want to be a medic and not a nurse. Moving on from that, another point that I've spoken about is the degree length and how simply medicine is just a longer degree, which means that you'll be learning stuff in a lot more detail, and the fact that I like studying in general, and I like the A-level subjects that I was doing, and I like learning difficult concepts and new concepts, and for that reason I decided to want to do medicine as a degree, so that I have options open so that I can do things like research in the future. And so that was my sort of second point for this question. I think more importantly, there are red flags, and these are things that you shouldn't say in the interview, and these are things that could potentially lead to you not getting an offer. And these are things like saying that nurses are not important, that nurses can't prescribe, to not undermine nurses and make it seem that nurses are lower than doctors. All of these things are outrageous, to be honest with you, and just shouldn't be said at all. I think nursing is a very good career for loads of people to go into. I just think that there's differences between being a nurse and being a doctor, and being a doctor enticed me more. The differences in the roles made me want to be a doctor more than be a nurse. So these are just a few things on the screen now that you shouldn't really be saying in an interview for this question. Again, just to summarize your point at the end, obviously there are loads of different points that you can say because you can personalize your answer for this question, but just make sure that you summarize your point at the end. So for me, the summarizing sentence that I have here is: despite this, nursing is a rewarding career and plays an important role. I just feel medicine's a better suited course for me, and that just sums up my point nicely, and answers the question, and allows the interviewer to then ask a follow-up question or anything along those lines. Okay, so don't forget guys, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe. The series is still continuing. I'm going to put out as many videos of these type of videos as I can. I have a series, so make sure you check it out and check out all the other videos as well. Subscribe and tell everybody that you know as well to also subscribe. Any comments that you have or any questions that you have, leave them in the comments and I'll be answering them. And I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Okay, thanks for watching.